Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Mind of James podcast. Right now, we've got some light coming in from these damn curtains as soon as I started recording. But look what happened. We got some things hung up. We got right here. We got the pearl, the black pearl, the Queen Anne's Revenge. We got a LED light right here in the back here, red. And then this picture right here, my brother did for me. It is when we're gonna have to start recording this shit at night. But I got some lighting coming in. We're gonna make this shit look official and whatnot. But thank you for joining me for another episode. The first episode I recorded in this studio, I think the microphone was a little messed up, but we got her fixed. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Yuengling Lager. See if I can put that in camera. Yuengling Lager. We are smoking on a Raz again, frozen dragon fruit lemon. So, cheers to you all. Cheers to the start of a new week. So, a few things on my mind this week. The Instagram is getting wild with all the content. A lot of banging, a lot of people banging, a lot of chicks doing this whole, hey, look at this, like showing the business. And when I first started noticing this, I was excited. I was like, yeah, okay, let's do this. I'm single, no kids, so I can enjoy all the Instagram hoes that I like. And then after a while, it just got boring, man. It just got boring. It got to the point of, what am I even looking at this for? Like, it doesn't do anything for me anymore. Especially when you're trying to get right with the Lord. I'll say that. It just doesn't do anything for me anymore. And it's getting annoying now. It's getting to the point where I'm just like, I need to just not deactivate, but just somehow not have the personal Instagram account on Instagram, because I got the streaming and this podcast Instagram, and that's like, and I know the algorithm, it's what you search and blah 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 blah, and it's like, I didn't even ask for it. It just showed up one day. You know what I mean? So, like, you fall for it, and they get the clicks and all this stuff and whatnot, and I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't support that kind of stuff, because the color of money is green. Let's get real. The color of money is green, and however you get your bag, get your bag. Just don't do it on my page. Or don't do it on my account. You know what I mean? I'm trying to better myself, so when I do meet that girl, that I am completely and 100% invested into her. I don't need these Instagram girls coming up all over the place and that kind of shit. Take that shit to X. X, man, they let you have just straight banging. They show everything on X. Take it there. Don't ruin Instagram for me. I say nay nay. I say it, and I will continue to say it. So that's and my algorithm has been wild lately. It's been animals getting into fights. I get those accounts now where it's like, if you're looking for an Instagram page dedicated to boats crashing, I enjoy that. Oh, hell yeah. I enjoy boats crashing. That's fun. You know what I mean? Or the one thing that pisses me off, and there's this one reel that just haunts me. Because I've been cheated on. And this reel, it was this one chick that was just getting railed from behind. But, like, this dude was recording it. And he showed the phone, like, he looked down. And I guess the chick's boyfriend was calling, wondering where she was. And, like, that shit just haunts me. Like, haunts me to the fucking core. And ever since I saw that reel, I am just, no thanks. It just it haunts me. I don't like that reel. I do not. It just, ugh, I don't like it. And one of those things where I just don't care for it. I really do not care for it at all. And I to people out there that do that shit, that cheat, think if that was happening to you. Think if, your boyfriend was, banging some chick and you were calling your boyfriend and that girl took that same video. Think of that. You know what I mean? That ain't right. That ain't right. And how okay, I'll tell you how I got cheated on. So I was dating this girl. We dated for like 4 years. Pretty solid, like the path that I knew what was going to happen. And thank God we didn't get married or have kids. But so my brother was going off to college, and I was taking him, and my mother and I and my brother were driving to Arizona. And she texted me, hey, I'm going to go hang out with so-and-so. His friends are going to be over there. Turns out she just went over there to bang him. Like 2 years into our relationship. 2 years. So that's 2 years down the drain right there that she wasted. 2 years. You know what I mean? 2 fucking years. And then 2 years later, I found out her best friend told me. So 4 years of my life got wasted. But I learned a very valuable lesson. The lesson is that don't date for looks. Don't date for looks. Date for personality. That was a big lesson I learned. Because she was a bit of a heavy girl when I met her, and then she got really hot, and then it went to her head, and that kind of shit. So, and there were signs. There were definite signs. One point, we broke up because some dude got in her head. The manipulating bullshit, that kind of stuff. And man, I was such a dumbass. I went back to her. Such a dumbass. But I believe in people. I believe in the good in people. And I guess that's just a fault of my own. now these days because you don't really see the fault. I'm trying in my life not to see. I'm trying to see the good in people. You know what I mean? I try and see the good in people. But, at some point, you got to take the rose-colored glasses off and just see the red flags. You got to. And that's the shitty part of things. Once the universe picks you to put the glasses on, shit ain't ever going to be the same. Shit is never going to be the same. You're going to see people different for what they really are and who they really are. And you will act accordingly. You know what I mean? And it's hard for me to date now these days because, first of all, I think standards are way too fucking high I think standards are way too fucking high for women. I can say that. Guys, we will date someone that works in McDonald's or Burger King or something like that and be like, you know what? I'm good here. I like this. It's not a power dynamic. It is a pure, I enjoy you for your personality. Women only date linear or up. Guys will date linear or down. And that is a sad, I don't want to say it's a sad truth. I just want to say that like the dating era now these days is just really fucked up. I think everybody's got their fucking priorities wrong and what they really want in someone. And now now I think in today the women are out there in the forefront. You know what I mean? They want to be in the forefront, like especially in American culture. They want to be American culture, women are in the forefront. That's what we want to see. Career wise, whatever wise, and all this kind of stuff, and blah 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 blah. And men are at this point are kind of taking a back step and like, okay, you do your thing. Don't expect me to walk into a relationship when you're the breadwinner and you want me to take care of you. You know what I mean? Don't expect me to do it. Like when I dated that girl in Colorado, she was clearly the breadwinner in the relationship and wanted me to take care of her financially, emotionally. And it's like, no. I'm not going to sit here and bust my ass for 40 grand a year when you're making six figures and you to spend all my money. Not fucking happening. Not fucking happening. And fellas, listen to me good. If that shit happens, walk away. If she's making more than you and you're trying to see the good, walk away. Walk away. She has to go work on herself. And she has to realize that in a relationship, it is going to be, you have to realize who the breadwinner is and where the things lie. You know what I mean? You have to where things lie. Now, I've heard a few cases of house husbands. I don't hate on it. I don't see the problem with it. Like if that's what you want to do with your life and be a house husband, go right for it. Go right for it. And ladies, if you want a house husband, go right for it. But you got to realize that is the established construct in the relationship. Ladies, if you want to be a housewife, and fellas, if you want a housewife, we fucking seen that days on end. I mean, shit. So I don't really have to explain that. But I mean, yeah, it's just, man, the fucking dating pool these days is just. I feel like the dating pool is not a pool. It is just a bubble getting ready to pop. Because these guys today are just worried about their peace and getting their bag. That's it. They don't want someone coming in and fucking with their shit. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. They don't want. I need to get a table here. It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? And it's sad. I think it's real sad. I think, what's real funny is that when I sit around people that are married or in relationships, like, we all hear the same thing. We all hear the same problems. And we don't do anything about it. We don't take that next step and like, okay, I don't understand why we don't do anything about it. I really don't. Because we all talk about that bullshit. You're going to hear a beer crack because I got another one. It's like, okay, if you have a house husband, he's there to make your business wet. He's here to make. Okay, how did I get it explained first? A woman comes into a man's life. She's not supposed to make it harder. She's supposed to make his dick hard. Same thing goes for women. Same fucking thing. So I just have a real hard time grasping around the fact that we all know these problems exist, but yet we don't do anything about it. Maybe that's a fault of me. Maybe I feel that I'm putting too high of a standard on what it's actually supposed to be instead of what it actually is. You know what I mean? Man, I wish that fucking sun would go away. That red looks good. So, I mean, how did we get to this? Anyway, so I mean, and after I found out that she cheated on me 2 years prior, that really fucked me up for like, man, they fucked me up for a good 10 years. And granted, I got picked up. My best friend at the time picked me up and said, you know what, we're going to put you back together. Put me back together in the wrong way because I became a player. You know, I became what they call now today as a fuck boy. And it just wasn't good. You know what I mean? It just wasn't good. Now me sitting here today is like, I want to find someone to settle down with. You know, I'd like to settle down. That that wants to see me win just as much as I do in life. You know, with this podcast and this streaming on Twitch and now TikTok. and now TikTok, which is a blessing. I thought it would take me years to get on TikTok, but it was great. I am streaming on TikTok now, which is awesome. But I want someone to come into my life that wants to see me win just as much as I do. And that's the pure fact of it. That is the pure fact of what I want. Also, I want to come into someone's life and see them win just as much as they want to. And I would help them no matter what comes in the way of it. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm not saying it's going to be this or that. I'm just saying it is what it is for right now. I'm 36, single with no kids, and I'm okay with it right now. But I'm always on the look for the future Mrs. Allville. I want to, eventually I do want to have kids, but I'm getting up in age there, 36. So, that's I always said if I was 35 and didn't have kids, I'd never have kids, and we'll see what happens. You say it long enough, it comes true. But that's the reality of the situation, folks. It has come down to Instagram hoes, and I am trying to stay away from that shit because that is bad for my soul. That is bad for my soul. And if you start taking a walk on a healing journey, you're going to find out that it is bad for the soul. That kind of stuff is. So anyway, these past couple days been good. I'll say that. Just going in, doing my job, going home, streaming. I've been in love with streaming right now. Just having fun with it, man. Just having fun with, and my first really official stream on TikTok, I got 1,900 likes and like 500 to 600 views. I warmed my heart, and it came to my mind. I was just like, well, let's see where this goes. You know what I mean? Let's see where it goes. So I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying what God has blessed me with, and I am enjoying doing the things that just make things things that make my life feel complete. So, it's just one of those things where you guys, if you want to, better yourself, you're going to find a lot of things that you're doing in your life no longer serve you. Things that are going to, your mindset's going to change dramatically, which is a good thing. Always accept that the change is going to be the good thing. and is going to be the better thing. I am completely I'm completely satisfied with how things are going right now. But I'm excited to see where they go. I'm excited to see where this life goes. I'm excited to see what can happen. I'm excited to see where I'm going to be in in 2025. Things can completely change, and I have to keep reminding myself of that. Today's struggles and pains and intrusive thoughts are not tomorrow's problem. Tomorrow's problem is its own problem. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So today's problems are not tomorrow's problems. And the best thing you can do is just get out of today's problems. You know? Get out of today's problems. You're at a job you don't like. I saw this video that was great. Do not live in your current reality. In your mind. Do not live in your current reality. Because if you lived in your current reality, then it's going to be terrible. You're going to depression, anxiety, okay, we'll throw it out there. PTSD, all that negative shit. But if you live in the reality that you want to see, eventually it will become a reality. It will become a reality. So it's just hanging in there, doing what you got to do, and leaving it at that. So that's where I'm at in life right now. I am not living in this current reality. I'm living in the reality that I am a successful podcaster and streamer. That I am just having a good time with my life. Meeting all kinds of fun people and whatnot. So, always be on the lookout for the next opportunity. Always be on the lookout for the things that's going to make you feel happy. Sometimes you have to create it. Sometimes you have to put the work in. Like with streaming. I just got on to TikTok, and I have to figure out now how to get everything viewed on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So I have to figure out some settings and all this stuff, but that's what excites me. That's what's got me excited. Excited for the future. You all know what I'm going to say. You all know what I'm saying. Just get excited for your future. You know, if your current reality sucks, just get excited for your future. Let that be your motivation to get up every day and be like, this is not my reality for the rest of my life. It's not going to be it. It's not going to be it. If you would like to see more of me, which I hope you do, please do go check out the Instagrams and the TikToks. We're going to start with streaming. It is www.twitch.tv/on-a-level162. Instagram @on-a-level162. TikTok, now streaming on TikTok, at On the Level 162 Gaming. The podcast, the Instagram is at Mind of JPA. The TikTok is at Mind of JPA. You can also email me with questions. I would love to get questions. The email is mindofjpapodcast@gmail.com. This has been a good episode. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for showing your support. Please support all the fun I have over here by drinking Yuengling Lager or any of Yuengling's products. And you know what? Happy Monday to you. Always remember to fear God and keep His commandments. And I will see you all on the next one.